Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Sun is rising, feel the warmth on my face. There's a lot to do now, but there ain't no race. I sip my coffee, I'm feeling fine. No need to work yet, I'm gonna take my time. It's a brand new day, gotta take it on my way, gotta take it on my way. It's a brand new day, gotta take it on my way, gotta take it on my way.
Good evening. Welcome to WSBI, your Resource for Success podcast program, where you get to meet inspiring women-owned businesses from across the country. My name is Kimberly McLemore, and I am your host. With us, we have Sheleta Renee, founder of Diamond Diva magazine. Welcome, Sheleta.
Hi. Thank you, Kimberly, for having me.
You're welcome. It is such a pleasure. All the way from Raleigh, North Carolina. It is awesome to be able to chat with you this evening.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here.
That's excellent. And I really appreciate too that, me reaching out to you so quickly and you said yes right away. So this is going to be an awesome interview and looking forward to hearing all these great things that you're doing. So to start us out, why don't you tell us, the listeners, a little bit about yourself?
Basically, as she said, my name is Sheleta Renee, and I am the founder and owner of Diamond Diva magazine, which is the magazine that is all about empowering the essence of a woman. I believe in giving women their roses and their accolades while they're here. So many times you hear about this woman was this when she died and all the stuff that she accomplished while she was here, but you never hear about that woman until she's gone. And with my platform, Diamond Diva, we give that woman her flowers and her accolades, as I said, as she's here. But our mission right now and our main focus, we're doing our tour that's counteracting and going against everything domestic violence wise, depression, anything that women deal with that's causing hurt or pain or that depression. We're on a mission to get rid of it. And if you can't get rid of it, we're letting each woman know, one woman at a time, that we're here for you and that you're not doing it by yourself and you're never alone.
That is awesome. Yeah, I think that your magazine is amazing. I tried to look on Facebook and was just really getting some insight and understanding of how this came about. But what I wanted to ask you is what inspired you to do this, or who inspired you to do this?
My magazine was started out of pain, believe it or not. Going through a bad divorce, domestic violence survivor myself. I began to write and just put everything that I was going through in a journal. And a friend of mine found it and she was like, you need to share. And I kept thinking, nobody wants to hear my story. Nobody cares what you're going through. Nobody cares that I got my behind beat last night and I still had to put a smile on and go to work the next day. Didn't nobody care. But little did I know, somebody did care. And through my words, I was able to help women. So I started from a blog, went from a blog and came to a full-fledged magazine to now we're doing women's empowerment sessions. So Diamond Diva was built out of hurt and pain, but turned into so much more.
Right. And, what you're saying is definitely important, that you get that aspect out there for people to hear your story. And believe me, I understand everything that you're saying. I am a domestic survivor myself, domestic abuse survivor myself, so I understand the pain and wanting to share that story and sometimes not knowing when or how to share that story,
Yes.
because at the same token, you're trying to figure out who wants to listen, like you said
Mm-hmm.
earlier, but also the bigger process is who can I help? You know,
Exactly.
teaching women not to truly be the victim, but be the hero. So I think that what you're doing is absolutely amazing. How you got started, and like you said, it was from sad circumstances. But sometimes we're put in positions and predicaments that we don't always understand why we're there. But because we're there,
Mhm.
we have been blessed to be able to reach out to other people, and I think that's what's amazing. So, what have been some of the challenges though trying to do a magazine like this and get it up and running in the aspect that you guys, like you said, you started with a blog and then that blog turned into something else, and now here you are with this magazine.
It would be getting people to support you. We as women, especially we as black women, have the mentality of having that whole crab mentality. I
Mm-hmm.
can't let you make $1 more than what I make. So it's having people to support you, to pay for advertising and not
Mm-hmm.
think that everything is free.
Absolutely.
I can put so many posts out there for free advertising and fill a magazine up. But as soon as I put a price tag to it, it's like, okay, where y'all at?
Mm-hmm.
So my biggest thing right now is just getting people to support and to catch the dream and not have a crab mentality.
Right. And I agree with you. Being in the business, now, I've been a previous business owner for more than 10 years before I decided to start this business. And you're right. Everybody wants something for nothing. And then as soon
Hmm.
as you put that price tag on there, it's like, oh, wait a minute, I got to pay for this. Well, at the end of the day, would you go to the grocery store and say, hey, I want this milk, but do I have to pay for it? It's like,
It's that's funny because I'm always saying that because someone will call me and say I want to advertise or I want to be featured in your magazine,
mm-hmm,
and I'll tell them how much it is, and they'll say, "Well, can I get a discount?" But I'm quick to tell people you don't go into these Oriental shops and ask for a discount because it is what the price they say it is. You don't ask for a discount. You don't ask how much can I get off. You
right.
pay what they ask you to pay.
Mm-hmm.
But with us as African American women, everything has to be discounted before I support you.
Right, and that's really a shame, and that's part of the reason why we're so far behind to some degree. I mean, I think that as Black people, we're making very huge strides as far being in business, but it's that constant reminder of having to support
Hmm.
each other. Why do we have to remind each other to be supportive to each other? We have no problem, like you said, going out and purchasing anything else, and it's really not even to me. It shouldn't even be about ethnicity. If the product is good, you should be supporting that product. But we're always constantly fighting each other on that aspect.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's really a shame, and like I said, I think that what you are doing is amazing. Like you said, giving women an opportunity to be uplifted while they're here, versus waiting until after they're gone, talking about, oh, I'm sorry, this person was really great, and no, let's talk about this now. Let's give these women what they deserve. So I think this is
Hmm.
great. So let me ask you this: what has been your greatest success since you've been in this business, and also how long have you actually been doing this?
This is my sixth year doing Diamond Diva.
Okay.
My greatest success or accomplishment, I could say, be in helping women, shine a light on women. I've met some very interesting and goal oriented women who I probably would have never met, and some of my readers would have never met if I hadn't went digging for them.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy being able to bring those women to the forefront. So I guess my greatest accomplishment would be showcasing some of the women who probably never would have been showcased.
Right. Right, and that was the one thing I was wondering too, because when I had started reviewing some of your magazine information online, is that I was trying to figure out where these all local women versus most people have magazines. It's all about getting the people who have been successful. So I think it's great that you're reaching out to them, and they're getting an opportunity to shine. And like I said, unfortunately, some of it is on a negative aspect, but at the same
Hmm.
token, people are hearing their story and realizing every single day. You never judge a book by its cover, and there's always somebody else out there who has been through what you're going through.
Exactly. In the magazine for the 6th year, I've always promised myself that you'll never see a famous person. You'll never see a Queen Latifah. You'll never see Beyonce.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I admired Michelle Obama, you'll never see Michelle Obama on the front cover of Diamond Diva because
Mm-hmm.
I want the everyday woman. Queen Latifah, she's made it. Michelle Obama,
Mm-hmm.
she's made it. I'm looking for the woman who's got that same desire and drive, but they haven't made it yet. But it doesn't mean they're less than Queen Latifah. It doesn't mean they're less than Beyonce. It just means they haven't been noticed yet. But I want that woman. I want that woman who has that same drive and determination, but just hasn't made it. So you'll never see a famous person per se on the front of Diamond Diva magazine, but every woman that hits that cover is famous for me.
Absolutely, that is excellent. And yeah, I've always wondered when we would ever have the opportunity to have a magazine like you said that shows your everyday women, and the greatness of all our women, especially as black women, because we're constantly being told how negative we are and how,
Hmm.
from the way we look, from our hair, everything. So I applaud you to 100,000%, because I just think it's amazing, and I really appreciate that you're doing this for women and for all women, especially women of color.
Yes. Thank
And
you.
you're welcome. You're welcome. So, if any woman was to come into business, what type of advice would you share with them?
I would always tell them to put God first. And anything that you do, always put God first. Pray about it. If it's your desire, you go after it. Never accept the word no.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a firm believer in telling. I actually have a T-shirt line, and my best-selling T-shirt is my "I define me." I define me.
Mm-hmm.
I define what makes me. I define what makes my business. Never allow someone else to define you, but you go after your dream and you run as hard as you need to get to where you need to be.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So, do you have? I'm sure you obviously have this great support system. Who do you have in your circle or team of people that help you get through your day to day, and then somebody is telling you, yeah, I can do this, no, I can't do this. How does that work for you?
In my circle of support is actually very small. I have my assistant Ashley Ryle Williams has been with me since day one.
Mm-hmm.
She's been my ride or die, and whatever I need, wherever I go, she's there. I have a few other women, Herlene Anchor, Chanel Monet, that's been my backbone as far as um, my tours. But as far as my backbone with everything that I do, would have to be my boyfriend, Javon James. He pushes me. He makes me have the drive and the goal and determination that I need to make it.
Mm-hmm. That is amazing. That is awesome. And to know that everything that you've been through too, that you have had the opportunity to find true love and somebody who is your constant support system, that's a beautiful thing to have.
Yes,
He's not
yes,
standing
because I
behind
promised
you.
myself I was never going to love again. After
Mm-hmm.
the last hurt, I was like, you know what? I'm good.
Yeah. Believe me, I understand. Yeah, it's a constant, battle, because when you have so much to give and so much love to share, you definitely want to be with the right person. You want to have that
Hmm.
person that's not standing behind you, but being your support system, standing next to you all the
Exactly.
time. And, you just want to be appreciated for who you are. It's not about perfection. It's about just truly being loved, and it's okay to want to be loved. And I think a lot of times, you know, as women, we're being scolded for wanting to be in love. What is so
Hmm.
wrong with that?
Yeah,
And then of course, when you go through something negative, is what we've gone through. It does it changes everything about you.
it does. It really does. It makes you look at life
Hmm.
through a different set of eyes.
Absolutely, absolutely. Um, so let me ask you this: so, being that you have the business and everything, how can people get a hold of you? How can they find you?
Um, my website is the best way. It's www.diamonddivamag.com.
Hmm.
Um, my email is divastatus007 at gmail.com. And the business phone number is 919-410-6812. Best way to get in contact with me is normally via the website or email.
Okay. Okay. And could you repeat the phone number one more time? You faded just a little bit there.
It's 919-410-6812.
Okay. And do you have any upcoming events or anything that you want to share?
We do. My tour, my Fought to Be This Happy, starts March 25th. Our first tour date stop is in Fredericksburg, Virginia. And from there, April, we'll be in South Carolina. May, we're going to Mississippi. June, we will be in Georgia. July, we will be in Philadelphia. Right now, we're still trying to work out some things for Florida as well as New York. But my goal is to do a 12 city tour, and we're on a great task to do that right now. So our first one is in Fredericksburg on March 24th.
Awesome. Wow, you are definitely doing it big. That is great. And it gives all these ladies, whether you've been in a negative situation or not, it'd be a great opportunity for all the women, our listeners, to come out and you know, listen to what you guys have to say, share their stories, and learn something, and know that they have a support system. So that is excellent. I really appreciate that. The other thing, is there any other last words that you would like to say?
No, I just thank you for the opportunity. And I just would invite your listeners to please visit our website, see where we're going to be as far as the tour, support the tour. We have some great speakers. We have some women that have survived, and they're being very transparent. They're telling their stories, and we would love to have you there with us.
Excellent. So you guys all heard that. Make sure that we all support each other. That's very important, and that's with any business, especially our women-owned businesses. You know, women are doing it to the next level, and we really want to make sure that we're all here to help. And that's the thing that I love about my organization, WSBI. That's what I do, is that we share the resources, and we want people to learn. I want everybody to be able to have an opportunity to get out there, understand that, you know, this is what it's about. You cannot be in business without each other.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
so with that being said, again, thank you for coming on tonight. I really appreciate your time. I know you're very busy, and you know this opportunity is just wonderful. And like I said, everybody be supportive of this Diamond Diva magazine. And my name again is Kimberly McLemore, and I'm your host. You can find me at www.wsbillc.com. You can also visit me on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. Until then, we'll be back next week, same time, same place, Thursday evening at 7 p.m. Until then, have a good evening.
Audio Jungle.